Well, a young child somehow survives a disastrous plane crash in Tripoli, Libya, but dozens of other people are dead, many of them from the Netherlands. The Africa Airways plane was coming in for a landing when it went down. The flight originated in Johannesburg, South Africa. And that's where our Nkapila Mabusa is following developments and joins us now. So, Nkapila, what more have we learned about this? What are authorities telling us?
Look, Rosemary, it was around 9:30 in the evening last night that flight 8U771 left this very airport where we are, OR Tambo International in Johannesburg. It took off here and was headed for Tripoli. It was expected to land in Tripoli, Libya at 6 o'clock in the morning local time, and of course it crashed during landing. We're told by the chairman of Africa Airways that it landed 400 meters away from a public road. Of course, investigations are still underway. Africa expecting a preliminary report within the next 48 to 72 hours, it was telling the media earlier. And on this side of the world, the airports company South Africa, now this is the company that is in charge or manages all the airports in South Africa, has been speaking on behalf of Africa. It says that it has offered the service because of language barriers. What we're hearing from AXA officials here is that 82 of those passengers were on their way to Europe. We understand that over 60 of them were Dutch tourists. AXA also telling the media today that the Airbus A330-200 was brand new. It had been purchased around September last year, and that all the safety checks had been conducted on this plane. Now, AXA has also set up a contact center here at the airport, at one of the hotels here, to brief relatives of those passengers who perished on that flight and also offer them counseling. Let's just take a listen into what else is being offered to relatives here in South Africa.
We have set up a meet and greet facility on airport for friends and relatives. We have locked that facility down respectfully until we have further information and we understand how things proceed. We are trying to protect those people who are clearly in an emotional state until they know whether their relatives have been on this particular flight or not. So that area is being guarded for us by security personnel and the South African Police Service.
Now, Rosemary, earlier we managed to speak to family members of a passenger who has been confirmed dead, who was on that plane, and they simply say she was very excited to get on this plane and use Africa because it's apparently very, very cheap.
And Nkapila, what's incredible here is that there was one survivor, this young boy. What information have you got on this little boy and his condition?
Well, what we know from the Dutch Foreign Office, Rosemary, is that this little boy is undergoing surgery. We are not 100% sure exactly what kind of procedures he's undergoing at this point in time, but we know that he's had some bone injuries, and so his bones have been fractured. He is currently being treated at a hospital in Tripoli, and of course this is a developing story, and we're hoping we'll get more information about this what seems to be the sole survivor of this plane crash, Rosemary.
Indeed, just amazing. All right, Nkapila Mabusa reporting there from Johannesburg. Thanks so much. Well, Africa operates an all-Airbus fleet, and the plane involved in this crash was an Airbus A330-200, as we heard, and it was built in September 2009 and had made some 420 previous flights. Airbus says the aircraft is designed for medium to extended range operations, and it can carry up to 230 passengers and 14 crew members. Now, according to the Aviation Safety Network, this is the 6th accident and the second worst crash involving an Airbus A330. Well, as we've mentioned, still no word on the cause of that crash.